Now, Action Sports from WBNG TV Action News, your news leader.
It's still early, but not that early. We're already looking ahead to the playoff possibilities, and it's simple in the Mid-State Athletic Conference for the BCC men. They are perfect in conference play so far, and today's opponent, TC3, was as well. Pick it up here in the first half. TC3 up 1-0 already. Kyle Kosan's going to pass the ball over to Troy Bowersox on the sideline. Bowersox going to throw in a crossing pass here to Nick Gore. Gore going to throw in a shot, but it's helped by the defender as BCC ties it up at 1. Later in the first half, TC3 on the attack. They throw in a shot blocked by the goalie, but then a shot going to be fired again, and that's saved by the defender, Brian Walter. Walter would be awarded a red card. TC3 would get a penalty kick, and taking it would be Mike Raftu. He buries the penalty kick, giving the Panthers a 2-1 lead in the first half. Broome comes right back, though, as Adrian Ray scampers down the field, gets into the penalty area, fires a shot on in, and ties it up at 2-2. In the first, but it'd be a struggle for Broome as they played down a man the whole match, as a penalty kick here by Raftu again, giving the Panthers a 3-2 lead at the half. The Panthers would win 6-2. Binghamton taking on Maine Endwell. Second half, MEU up 3-0 already. Kristen Binkowitz steals the ball. She's going to pass the ball up the field to Sam Bernstein, who's going to cross it over to her teammate Megan Raleigh, who's in the goalie area. Raleigh corrals it, fires in a shot, giving Maine Endwell a 4-0 lead. Later in the second half, Sarah Schaefer on a breakaway fools the goalie as she just gets around here, fires a shot that hits the crossbar. It would be cleared by Binghamton, and ME would go on to win 4-0. First half, Sierra McIver of Union Endicott and Ithaca. McIver throws the ball inbounds. It bounces around for a while. The Tigers will finally get the ball, and they'll fire a shot that just goes high and wide over the crossbar, still scoreless. Later in the first half, Laura Beecroft chases down the loose ball for Ithaca, throws it to the wide side, and why not? She gives Ithaca the 1-0 lead. The two would play to a 2-2 draw. Training camp opens this week for the Beasons, and it will soon open for a former coach of the team. Today, University of Alabama Huntsville announced Kurt Kleinendorf as their newest head coach. Kleinendorf led the Beasons during their Calder Cup championship season. But now let's take a look at the diamond here, and the Yankees taking on the Minnesota Twins. Top of the first, Robinson Cano is going to make a great diving play and throw out Denard Span at first place, a Web Gem nominee. Now Cano up at the dish, hits a 2-run double into right center field. That gives the Yankees a 2-1 lead, as that scores Ichiro Suzuki and Chris Dickerson. Top of the third now still, Curtis Granderson hits a 2-run triple down the right field line. Robinson Cano and Nick Swisher would score, giving the Yankees a 5-1 lead. Sabathia pitched 8 innings, only striking out 10, and the Yankees would win 8-2. Now let's take a look at the other team in New York, the Mets, taking on the Pirates. Pedro Alvarez up at the dish. The Pirates up 1-0 already. He decides to make it 4-0 with a 3-run home run, his 30th of the year, giving the Buccos a 4-0 lead. After a Justin Turner home run, David Wright decides to go back-to-back as he hits his 20th of the year, and that makes the game 4-3 Pirates. But that would not be enough for the Mets, as you see Josh Harrison gets a 2-run triple, giving the Pirates a 63 lead. In the game, though, David Wright did become the all-time hits leader for the Mets as he passed Ed Kranepool. The Pirates would win 10-6. It was supposed to be easy. Instead, John Bones Jones had his toughest test over the weekend, but it was still a win. His 5th straight win over former UFC light heavyweight champ, to be exact, but clearly the closest he's come to losing the belt when Vitor Belfort had him in an armbar in the first round.
I was just thinking, man, I can't believe I'm getting ready to lose this way, I don't think it could really extend too much farther than what it did, and it was pretty numb. But yeah, so just hats off to Vitor, man. I'm just so honored to fight him. He's just such an amazing guy.
Arm is still in a sling, and he's been suspended indefinitely by the UFC until the injury is diagnosed and treated. And then comes the fun topic of who Bones should fight next in his next title bout. That'll be it for Action Sports. I'm Justin Andrews.